anyone's home.
That's even worse. I am naked in my house, in my own
privacy,
privacy, and you came and opened the door?
You understand that? We apologize.
I'm calling the police.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Today by the teasers, y'all see this is something that's pretty crazy. This lady has went to TikTok and asked people for help because her landlord, inspector, an apartment, whatever you want to call it, came in unexpected while she was undressed. And not only did they come in unexpected, they didn't even leave. Like they just was like, oh, we just here to do this or whatever it was. And she gave a story of everything that have happened after the fact. But let's get into this right now and see what happened, y'all.
Sorry.
What the f are you guys
We're
doing?
doing an inspection, ma'am.
What?
Can we come in? We're doing an inspection.
Why are you in my apartment?
We're doing an inspection, ma'am.
Do you have, wait, is that, oh my God.
We didn't think anyone was home.
That's even worse. I am naked in my house,
You
in my own privacy, and you came and opened the door?
You understand that? We apologize.
I'm calling the police. Do you have the phone? Let me call the police.
Oh, he
just
out
came
of
in my
there.
fucking house, open.
What is going? Hold on.
In my fucking house,
hold on.
open.
I don't know if they had on. I hope she. Okay, it's too much going on. My bad, y'all. So I'm over here stuttering. I'm surprised too. But it's crazy because bro was in this bud talking about so. Like, you feel me? He acting like he ain't looking. I'm sorry. Yes. You over there acting like you trying to respect the privacy, but then you covering, but you looking, ma'am. You can talk to her and not look, ma'am. I'm just saying. He like that. Chocolate. If I'm hearing somebody walk into my spot, I'm not walking out with no clothes on. That's just how it is. If I hear what's them call, I'm gonna yell, hey, I'm in here. Hey, I'm undressed, like doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just would have never walked out if she ain't had on no clothes. If that was I would have been like, why didn't you just scream? You know, but it is unfortunate that they just come. If they didn't knock, it just came in her stuff and she just hearing little steps, then I can see why she came out. If they weren't talking and nothing like that, like you just hear like little thing like, what is going on in my house? Especially you're not thinking that you have to put on some clothes, but if she heard them speaking and things like that and decided to come out with no clothes on, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But let's watch that again.
Sorry.
What the f
Oh, sorry, look.
are you guys
We're
doing?
doing an inspection, ma'am.
Sorry, it was talking.
Can we come in? We're doing an inspection.
Why are you in my apartment?
We're doing an inspection, ma'am.
Do you have, wait, is that, oh my God.
We didn't think anyone was home.
That's even worse. I am naked in my house,
You
in my own privacy, and you came and opened the door?
You understand that? We apologize.
I'm calling the police. Do you have the phone? Let me call the police. They just came in my fucking house, open.
I wonder what she had to say about this. I need a story time on what happened.
Exactly. I have an update for you guys, but before I get started,
Definitely need to get a lawyer.
I did receive an email from them the day before.
Yeah, that is a little different. It is pretty confused that they didn't leave immediately.
Exactly. I have an update for you guys, but before I get started, I want to say I did receive an email from them the day before this incident happened, but I did not see the email until after. Now, the reason I'm going to put this company on blast is because of what happened next. After this incident happened, I sent an email to the manager. Her name is Shayna, explaining what happened. Shayna did not respond to me, did not say anything. It was like nothing. Shayna doesn't care. Okay? All right. And then from what happened, from sharing my experience, I have a witness saying, hey, I saw Shayna downstairs with another resident discussing your matter, your incident, saying that, oh, I think she might have lied. So I went to Shayna and had a conversation with Shayna. I brought the fact that she was talking to another resident about my matter, which is completely unprofessional. Why are you talking to another resident about what happened to me in my place? And you're supposed to be the manager.
Right.
Wow. What happened to privacy? She began to yell. She was getting aggressive with me. So I said, okay, you know what? All right, Shayna, I'm going to leave. So I walk out to leave. Shayna is yelling and screaming with me across the hall. So I'm just like, this is insane. This property manager from The Royal, the company name is The Royal Bloomfield. The Royal Bloomfield. That's them. Wow, Shayna, she's yelling and I'm in disbelief because, oh, you're yelling and screaming at me across the hall. I'm walking away from you. And then she accused me of being aggressive. Now we know the stereotypes of Black women being aggressive. And the first thing you could say when I'm having a polite conversation with you is that I'm being aggressive. It says a lot about who you are and your character, Shayna. So I'm not surprised. There could have been a supervisor. Someone higher up who said, hey, Now Shayna is just the manager. There are supervisors, there are higher ups who could have apologized, saying, hey, we understand what happened was invasive, we apologize, and I would have left it there. Okay, that was it. I would not have put them on blast after that. I would have left it right then and there. Okay, if I wanted to put this company on blast, the very same day I would have made a video, or the next day I would have made a video saying, this is who did it. All I was expecting from them was a regular apology, because their people unlocked my door, remove my security bar to be able to get inside my place. That is insane. If this had happened to you or your children or the women in your family, how would you have felt? Would you not have felt violated? Now, they have my phone number on file, so if they were knocking for some reason and I wasn't answering and I was asleep, use my number to call me. That's what a professional would have done. Say, hey, so this is what happened. Instead, what I got the very first day was a break-in. Residents have been coming forward saying that they've heard these people make comments about my body. Okay? So,
wow,
insane.
Really?
Right? But let me tell you something else that's crazy. Someone was spamming my comment section, being disrespectful, disregarding what happened to me, saying that I was a liar. And I responded to them, not actually believing that this person might be someone that knows me. Or you must be related to them, because why are you doing this? They was like, oh, I'm not related to them. I live in Florida. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, you know, I'm just going to block you because I don't have time for you. She created another account and messaged me saying, oh, I know everything about you. I'm going to expose you. I know every information about you. I know where you live. And I checked the comment section again. She was blasting my comment section once more. So then I was like, okay. She was like, oh, if you block me again, I'm going to make sure you're exposed. And so I blocked her. And when I blocked her, it created another account. And this time they were describing the building. Oh, so you know me. Wow, so you know personal information about me. Okay. Right. When they did that, I said, okay, I know who you are, property manager. Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is like not knowing, okay, this could be whoever. I know who you are, property manager. If you keep this up, I will put the company on blast and I will put you on blast. This person stopped what they were doing completely when I said that. Okay. So somebody in this building or whoever is here harassing me. This is not okay. The Royal, this is unprofessional, insane. The Royal Bloomfield in New Jersey, insane. Women deserve to feel safe in their space. Next time, give the person a call just to make sure and set up a time that works. That is insane. You don't get to come into our apartments whenever and however you want and break the security bar in people's homes. Insane. Exactly. I have an update for you guys, but before I get started, I want to say, hi guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given me. It means the entire world to me, and most importantly, I'm so excited that this is getting so much attention, because something should be done about this. It's not okay for landlords to open doors and you know, come inside people's apartments. No. Unless there's an emergency like a fire or some type of emergency where they absolutely have to get in. That is completely understandable. I think everyone agrees on that. Other than that, I feel like landlords should get a verbal or some type of improvement or some type of yes, you know, from tenants or residents.
So I'm guessing a security bar, it can only be accessible from the inside, so they know that a resident is in that home. So for them to remove the security bar, they had to know that someone was in there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm guessing they just walked in and didn't announce that they were in there. They just walked in and were just going about their way. Like, they walk in and say like, hey, we're coming in, it's maintenance, you know, just walked in and removed the security bar. So I'm guessing that that's what she mean by security bar, yeah.
Before they come inside someone's apartment. It's not okay. And a lot of women and has come up and has told me this has happened to them, or while they themselves or their children were exposed, landlords have opened doors while they were asleep in their bed. They've opened doors on them. I just think that something should be done about this. It should be completely illegal for that to happen, because where are we protecting the women? Where are we protecting the children? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I hope that something comes from this. I really hope. Too many women has come up and has said, you know what, this has happened to me too. It makes no sense to me at all. But I do want to kind of cover some things questions you guys have asked me before. Am I suing? I already have a case with this landlord. I have an injury case with them. I can't go into too much details about this apartment or whatever it is, but I do know that this building has a history of being negligent. Like, they're very negligent with a lot of things. So I would think that they would, you know, step up their games and, you know, do better, but unfortunately that's not the case. And you guys saying, why haven't I moved? I would have loved to move. I will show you guys in a second, but I had already packed everything that I had, guys. That night when it happened, I packed. I was so afraid. I had a horrible night. I don't think I can even explain to you guys how horrible that night was. I had a horrible night. Okay, the first 2 nights were so horrible. I don't even think enough words could explain, because you just get so paranoid. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. I packed everything up, and because I was so excited to leave, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, my lease. If I, for any reason, leave, I would love to leave here. Okay, if I could right now, I would. But in order to leave this place, I would pay nearly $20,000, if not even more. Okay, it's somewhere around that range I would have to pay. That's what my lease says, you know, in order for me to get out of this place. So it would cost me a lot of money in order for me to get out of this place and move out. Every time I wake up and I'm here, I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I here? It's you just keep reliving it. It just keeps replaying in my head, and it's just not okay. And what do they stop? What if they do it again? It's a lot. And once again, I appreciate all the support. And I think that what even angered me even more and made me just super confused was when I was talking to the property manager, because as a woman, you should understand this feeling of being vulnerable. I was in a vulnerable state, okay? Both when I was exposed, both when you came into my home, not knowing what you could have done to me, and the people that my loved ones in my space. So I don't know. It's just, her. And one thing that she said to me that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she would say that to me, was when she did not acknowledge that they did any wrongdoings. Now I understand that you have to stick up for your job or your employer. I understand that, but you did not have to kind of say something like,
disregard, be insensitive about what she had going on. Because
I had called the police right then and there. I called the police. I did a report. Even the police didn't think that we did anything wrong, because if they did, they would have questioned us, and the police did not question us. And then she said something wrong. Something else that she said was, because I was saying, hey, this could have been dangerous for both people, both parties involved. Oh, well, if you had done anything, then you would have been going to jail. You would have been arrested. You would have been prosecuted. That is what Shannon said to me. And it just kept replaying in my head last night, like, wow, I was coming to you as a woman. I feel like every woman should understand where I'm coming from. And this situation has even angered me even more, but the amount of women that are coming out telling me this has happened to them, to their children. It's just, I hate that. And I feel like every, women should understand where I'm coming from. If I'm coming to you as a woman and you're a mother, you have children, you have daughters, you should understand where I'm coming from. And you are a woman yourself, you should understand where I'm coming from. I packed. I'll show you guys how I packed. And I was just like, I don't want to stay here. I packed everything and was just like, I'm ready to go. But there's not much that I could do about it. I wish that I could just take this and leave. But people are sending me messages, calling me the N-word. And I'm just like, you know what? This is just come to show, oh, wow, okay? Why would you go out of your way to call me the N-word if you're not a part of these people? Listen, I'm not making any accusations, but I'm just saying, that makes sense, okay? It's making sense that y'all would want to call me an N-word. So yeah, I'm just getting a whole bunch of people are calling me the N-word, and that doesn't really bother me much, because whatever effect that they think that calling me the N-word is going to have on me doesn't really work. That I don't know how you expect me to feel back calling me the N-word. That doesn't make me feel anything. So if you feel like that's going to intimidate me, that actually makes me want to speak up more, because it just goes to show how you guys think and the kind of mindset that you have. So I think that Sparrow Management, the management that runs the Royal, should know better from now. You should know how to treat minorities. You should understand that people of color deserves the same amount of respect as any and everybody else. So I hope that you guys learn from this. I hope that something comes from this where women feel protected, where children feel protected. You're renting an apartment, you leave a 15-year-old daughter home. What's going through your mind? Can the landlord just open the door on your child? Would you not be feeling anxious? Oh, I'm scared of leaving my child's home alone because this could happen to my child. There should definitely be a law that prohibits that. I hope I answered all your questions. And if you guys, once again, I appreciate all of the support, all the love. This has been greatly traumatizing, to say the least, because that thing just keeps playing in my head all over again. It just keeps playing in my head all over again. And it's stressful. I wish I could get out of here like right now. I wish I could fly out of here and just get out, because I hate every moment that I spend in this place. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm just gonna use this comment to share a little bit more information that I didn't share in the last video that I forgot to mention. Guys, I don't know why these people were in such a hurry to do an inspection, because an inspection was already done earlier this year. When I brought this up to Shayna, I said, Shayna, a inspection was already done where maintenance We have a maintenance team in the building. The maintenance did come into my apartment into the inspection. The door was knocked, the door was open, they came to the inspection and they left. Regular maintenance with maintenance uniform, because the maintenance, they do have a uniform. So these people, as you can see, they're not maintenance as based off of what they're wearing. I don't know who those people are. So they are not maintenance. They call themselves maintenance, but they're not maintenance, because maintenance in our team, that they look nothing like our maintenance team whatsoever. So when I brought this up to Shayna, she said no. She got very defensive. She said, no, we did not. And I said, yes, we did. No, we did not. Yes, we did. You cannot gaslight me into thinking that it didn't, because I was here. So was everybody else in my apartment. The maintenance team came, they did an inspection, and they left. So why was it such an urgent matter that you had all the one day that you came, you opened the door, you forced your way in, you removed the security block? Oh, I don't understand that. Why are we having a second inspection? I've never seen anything like that before. They did not dress up as inspection. So as people or as maintenance or whatever they look like, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they are. But that just did not make any sense to me. I'm just gonna use this comment.
Yeah, I agree. I do hate that she had to go through that, man. This whole situation in general is weird, but I have had a situation like that before where I'm just in my own intimate setting and must boom, 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 maintenance, boom, 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 maintenance. And then you be like, damn, I think I'm going to probably put some on my door too, to just let them know, like, I don't care what's going on. If I don't answer that door, I will take the brunt. I will get fined, but I don't want anybody in my space if I'm not in my space. And they said, well, we sent the email. Not everybody check their emails. I would like for someone to put a paper on my door so I could see, but I guess to each his own. But like you said, if people can't respond within the 24 hours, nobody should be in an apartment. If it's that urgent of a matter, they do have cause, because if you don't pay, they ain't finna just keep sending you emails. They go call you and say, hey, you haven't paid. You're in the process of an eviction, most likely. But I do hate this lady had to go through that, man. I do feel that things could have been handled more professional, and not so just like, this my spot and ain't no telling who they were, inspection people, the owners or whatever, and they could just move how they want to. But like she said, it could have been a child in there. And just imagine if you just walk in and